Ethan had it all. Money, power, perfect health. Until a routine scan showed he had 3 kidneys instead of 2. From that moment, his life began to unravel, one secret at a time. He lived a life most only dreamed of. His penthouse suite in the heart of the city gleamed with floor-to-ceiling windows, designer furniture, and a view that stretched for miles. Every morning began with a fresh espresso and a run through the nearby park before meetings with CEOs, exclusive parties, and jet-setting across the globe. He wore tailored suits like armor and drove sleek cars that purred down city streets. But lately, something was off. Despite the luxury, the champagne toasts, and the flawless Instagram posts, Ethan felt tired, unusually tired. He shrugged it off. "I'm just busy," he told himself. During his annual health check, Ethan sat in a sleek, modern clinic with white marble floors and calming music. The doctor, a kindly woman named Dr. Harper, performed the usual tests. Then came the ultrasound. As the sonographer moved the probe over Ethan's side, a puzzled frown appeared on her face. "Strange," she murmured. "Well, Ethan," she said, "it appears you have 3 kidneys." Ethan blinked. "3 what?" Dr. Harper explained that having a 3rd kidney, called a supernumerary kidney, was rare. Most people had 2, one on each side. Ethan's extra kidney had gone unnoticed his whole life. "It's unusual, but not necessarily harmful," she reassured. Ethan's mind raced. How had no one ever told him? For more detailed scans, Ethan was admitted to a top-tier medical center known for catering to high-profile clients. His room had velvet curtains, a panoramic city view, and a butler who brought gourmet meals on a silver tray. Doctors and nurses moved with quiet efficiency, treating him like royalty. Ethan realized even a hospital stay could be luxurious. Dr. Harper visited daily, explaining everything with warmth and clarity. She told Ethan the 3rd kidney had been quietly filtering his blood all his life. "The body is amazing," she said with a smile. Ethan found comfort in her calm demeanor. This strange discovery didn't feel like a burden anymore. It was a fascinating new chapter in his extraordinary life. Ethan lounged in his plush hospital suite, sunlight spilling through the tall windows onto the marble floor. The city hummed softly beyond the glass, a constant reminder of the life waiting for him. The news about his 3rd kidney had stirred curiosity, not just for him, but for the doctors too. He was told that while rare, this extra kidney could actually be a health advantage, giving his body extra filtration power and resilience. Sipping chamomile tea served on a silver tray, Ethan mused over the thought. His life, often filled with grand achievements and luxurious indulgence, suddenly felt connected to a deeper mystery, his own body. Later that day, Dr. Harper arrived with a gentle smile. "We ran some tests," she said, flipping through his charts. "Your kidney function is excellent. In fact, your 3rd kidney is doing a great deal of the work." Ethan raised an eyebrow. "So this extra kidney of mine has been quietly doing all the heavy lifting?" She laughed softly. "In a manner of speaking, yes. It's like having a hidden asset." The idea amused him. All these years, he had this secret superpower inside him, unnoticed and unappreciated. As the day faded into evening, Ethan reflected on his lifestyle, the fast-paced meetings, endless social obligations, and the drive for success. Perhaps his body was reminding him to slow down, to listen. That night, wrapped in silk sheets, he felt a curious pride, not for his wealth or status, but for the hidden story living quietly within him. He sat in the private lounge of his family's estate. He called his mother, hoping to uncover if the mysterious 3rd kidney ran in their bloodline. His mother, an elegant woman with silver hair and an unshakable grace, listened thoughtfully. "Well, Ethan, your grandfather had a rare kidney condition," she admitted. "We never talked about it much, too busy with the family business." Ethan's eyes widened. Could this hidden trait be a family secret? His mother poured him a glass of vintage wine and smiled. "Looks like your body carries more history than you thought." That evening, Ethan sat by the fireplace, swirling the deep red liquid, pondering the connection between heritage and health. It was more than luxury cars and designer suits, this was legacy. Determined to embrace his newfound discovery, Ethan booked a week-long wellness retreat in the Swiss Alps. The resort was an oasis of calm, nestled between snowy peaks and pine forests. Here, surrounded by luxury spas, organic cuisine, and crystal-clear air, Ethan sought balance for his body and mind. He met Dr. Lena, a holistic specialist who explained how his third kidney could help him detoxify more efficiently, but only if he nurtured his body properly. Each morning began with sunrise yoga, followed by mineral baths and gourmet meals designed to boost kidney health. For the first time in years, Ethan felt the luxury of true wellness, not just indulgence, but harmony. During a quiet afternoon on the retreat's veranda, Ethan reflected on his hectic past. He had spent years chasing success, always pushing harder, ignoring subtle signs his body sent. The discovery of his third kidney was like a wake-up call. He realized that real luxury was the ability to listen to his body, his mind, and his soul. With a renewed sense of purpose, he vowed to integrate wellness into his lifestyle permanently. After all, wealth was nothing without health. Returning to the city, Ethan felt transformed. His penthouse felt the same, the cars gleaming in the garage unchanged, but he was different. He started hiring a personal wellness coach and chef, focusing on nutrition that supported his unique body. At meetings, he spoke less about profits and more about balance. His friends noticed the change. He was calmer, more grounded, more present. And deep inside, the secret of his 3 kidneys gave him quiet confidence, proof that sometimes, the greatest surprises lie within. Ethan's mornings grew quieter but richer. He replaced rushed breakfasts with freshly squeezed juices and artisanal teas. His apartment filled with soft music and the aroma of essential oils. Self-care wasn't just a trend anymore, it was a lifestyle. At his favorite spa, he indulged in massages designed to stimulate kidney function. The spa therapist, Myra, explained how stress impacted his organs. "Your kidneys work better when your mind is calm," she said gently. Ethan smiled, realizing that luxury wasn't only about possessions but about nurturing the self. The third kidney, once a medical oddity, was now a symbol of his commitment to care, body, mind, and soul. One evening at a charity gala, Ethan met Dr. Naomi, a nephrologist researching rare kidney conditions. Her passion for her work sparked Ethan's curiosity. Over glasses of champagne, they discussed his unique anatomy and the science behind it. Dr. Naomi invited him to participate in a study exploring the benefits of supernumerary kidneys. Ethan agreed, intrigued by the chance to turn his rarity into something meaningful. Their conversations blossomed into friendship and something deeper. For the first time, luxury meant connection, not just comfort. Late one night, Ethan felt a sharp pain in his side. Concerned, he rushed to the hospital, fearing the worst. Doctors ran scans but found no cause. Dr. Harper smiled reassuringly. "Your third kidney is healthy. Sometimes, it just reminds you it's there." Ethan laughed, grateful for his silent guardian within. That moment reminded him that even in luxury, vulnerability existed, and accepting it was part of true strength. Ethan invited his mother and siblings for a weekend retreat. They explored the countryside, far from city lights and noise. Around the fire, stories flowed, old family tales, secrets, and laughter. He shared the news of his third kidney, and to his surprise, his sister revealed she had the same condition. The family bonded over their shared secret, understanding that luxury was truly in their bloodline and their togetherness. Ethan reflected on his journey, the surprise discovery, the wellness retreat, the new relationships. He realized that true luxury was about legacy, not just wealth, but the stories and health passed down. He decided to launch a foundation supporting rare kidney research and holistic wellness. In doing so, he transformed his rare condition into a source of hope for others. Luxury, he understood now, was about purpose. Ethan's penthouse was transformed into a sleek event space for the launch of his new foundation, the Kidney Legacy Project. Guests arrived in their finest, champagne glasses sparkling in the crystal light. Ethan took the stage, his voice steady yet warm. "This foundation celebrates the mystery and resilience within us all," he said, "and supports research for rare kidney conditions." Among the attendees were doctors, philanthropists, and old friends who admired his vision. The evening was a success, a blend of elegance and heartfelt purpose. Ethan realized that luxury could fuel change, not just comfort. Despite the glamour, running a foundation wasn't without its hurdles. Ethan faced skeptics, fundraising struggles, and moments of self-doubt. One late night, he stared at the city lights from his balcony, wondering if he was up to the task. But then he thought of his 3 kidneys, a symbol of strength and surprise. If his body could quietly carry an extra organ, surely he could bear this responsibility. Renewed, he dove into work, determined to make a difference. Months later, Ethan noticed subtle changes: fatigue creeping back, slight swelling. He scheduled an urgent checkup. The doctors found signs of kidney stress, but nothing critical yet. "It's a wake-up call," Dr. Harper warned. Ethan knew this was a turning point. Luxury wasn't just about living well, it was about living wisely. He committed to deeper lifestyle changes, with the support of his doctors and loved ones. Slowing down, Ethan embraced moments of quiet luxury. Sunset walks replaced late-night parties. Meditation replaced boardroom battles. He found joy in simplicity: a well-made cup of coffee, a handwritten letter, a laugh with friends. The 3rd kidney was no longer just a medical oddity, it was a metaphor for resilience, balance, and self-care. As the story of Ethan and his 3 kidneys spread, many found inspiration in his journey. Ethan smiled, knowing his journey was just beginning. Ethan embraced the art of routine like never before. Each morning, he awoke to the soft hum of city life beneath his penthouse. His day began with a carefully crafted ritual: warm lemon water, gentle stretches, and a moment of gratitude. He no longer rushed through his days but savored each moment like fine wine. Even in the midst of luxury, balance became his greatest treasure. The annual charity gala was the highlight of the social calendar. Ethan attended not just as a guest but as a philanthropist with a cause close to his heart. Dressed in a tailored tuxedo, he mingled with dignitaries and celebrities. When he spoke about his foundation, the room fell silent, captivated by his story of the hidden 3rd kidney. The evening ended with a standing ovation and a renewed sense of mission. Ethan partnered with a luxury wellness brand to create a line of products designed to support kidney health. From herbal teas to spa treatments, each product was infused with his story. The launch was celebrated with an elegant event, blending science and luxury. Ethan loved how his rare condition inspired innovations that helped others embrace self-care. A decade after his discovery, Ethan organized a family reunion at his estate. Relatives from around the world gathered, sharing stories, laughter, and memories. The 3rd kidney became a family legend, a secret treasure passed down generations. Ethan smiled as he watched children play on the lawn, knowing legacy was more than wealth. It was connection, health, and love. On his birthday, Ethan received an unexpected gift: a letter from a young man with a rare kidney condition. The letter expressed gratitude, inspired by Ethan's journey and foundation. Tears welled in Ethan's eyes as he read. His story had touched lives beyond his own. He realized that sometimes, the most luxurious gifts are those we never see coming. He folded the letter slowly, eyes wet, heart full. This was why he'd started the foundation. But what he didn't know was that the boy who wrote him was about to change everything. Do you think there is more to Ethan's kidneys and his family's wealth? If you want to see what happens next, make sure you're subscribed, and let me know in the comments, what will you do if a random routine medical check shows you have extra hidden organ? Subscribe to Stories with Cecylia now for part 2 and more captivating real-life stories and African folktales.